Today, Precarious plays
Lost Kingdoms 2. According to the internet, we just need to have it in our inventory.
I was starting to tell you about visiting old lands and weird monuments. So, one time I got to visit, like, over a few different days. It was, like, in pretty quick succession, but it was over some days. I went through and I visited, like, a couple of different monasteries and, like, a castle, like a medieval castle. And, like, it didn't occur to me because we live in a place where things aren't all that old. Okay? Like, you don't have 12th century anything hanging out. But, like, really, like, visiting these old structures, one thing that really struck me, other than the fact that they were kind of on the smallish side, was that most of them had at least one dead body in it.
Oh.
Like, ensconced somewhere, you know?
Just
like tombs. You know those tombs? Part
of it?
Yeah. Like, here we are in the main entry, and here are the bodies of the 5 generations of kings that built this place, and it's like, whoa, ghosts. There's no way there aren't ghosts in here.
Yeah.
And it's like, and their remains still remain in the wall, and I'm like, oh!
Bad news.
I thought, and I didn't understand, okay, because I'm just like, here, a lot of different, here we have a mix of cultures that treat their bodies all differently after they're done with them. And so, like, sometimes you'll have little monuments, and sometimes you'll have, like, a tombstone with a coffin, and sometimes ashes, and sometimes you're in a wall. So it's not very standardized, right?
Right.
But, like, back then, at that time, apparently, like, you put your bones in the wall, and then there's a statue of you that contains your bones. And it's like, whoa, that's icky, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's not like the place was built out of bones, but, like, you'll go somewhere and then see this, like, beautiful, elegantly carved figure in repose, like, totally decked out in whatever was important to wear to show status at the time, with, like, a sword and, like, a pet cat on them, and like, you know, and a certain expression on their face, and the meaningful head tilt of some kind, with, like really crazy, like, carved in marble, all caps lettering of, you know, this is Joe the 18th of the line of whatever, here he lies in the...
Joe whatever.
Yeah.
The most royal of titles.
Yeah, Earl...
Who could forget the great achievements of Joe whatever? Earl
Duke of Kingland, father of this, conqueror of the whatever, owner of this well here, and, like, you know, the full description, like, painstakingly carved out of, like, weathered stone. And it's like, what a beautiful sculpture. And it's like, yeah, his bones are in there. And I'm like, right there, like, separated by maybe a foot of rock tops, you know, and you can open it and check on him. It's like, I don't like it, you know. And, like, sometimes their pets are in there too, and I'm like, my culture, I'm not accustomed to this. So it was just really stunning, and I thought, wow, okay, so this is, like, the first time I saw it, I was like, this dude was crazy, you know, or this family was crazy is more accurate, because it was never like one person's fancy rock palace. It was always multiple generations of a family.
Fancy rock palace.
Yeah, it was like a whole legacy. It was, you know, memorialized. It was very meaningful and kind of beautiful, and probably horrific in other ways. But the point is that it was like it left an impression. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. That is contrary to all of my experience. And then I went to the next one and I'm like, oh, this one's got them too. And then you go to the next one, which is even older, and it's like, do you have dead people in the walls covered in nice sculpture? It's like, why, yes, we do. They are right over here.
Are you telling me you don't?
I'm like, well, I just don't come from a place where this was ever a fashion. I mean, I know that there are memorial walls in places where people's remains are kept, like even in this land, but it's just not, I don't know.
Sometimes I just think that it's there's not a polite way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like, because it's not even something that I know if I would want to commit to, but it's just like, just out in the fields, just put me on the crops. Put me in the crops.
Turn me into flowers.
Sure, yeah, just
recycle it, okay? But, oh yeah, she looks way different. Well, but she doesn't, though.
I think she was animated differently, and it was zoomed in much further.
You were talking about having talismans as familiars, and they could be just like your friend there.
Oh, hold on just a second. I think I'm gonna... Does this do? Is this a good one? Not the best. Oof. You know what? I'm pretty sure that I'll get a game over if my friend expires here.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to step up my game.
Time to bring the big dragons.
Yeah, use more dragons.
Use more dragons. Use more pillar. Or no, that was plenty. Oh, well, maybe not.
They cheating. I'm gonna keep summoning more.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! I keep forgetting to mention this while we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
This game doesn't have little pocket dimensions for its battles.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about that the other day.
Dang it! Ah!
Oh, turds.
What the hell? Well, I mean, I guess you don't really get game over in this game, but I have to do it again.
Sorry.
It's not you. He's too gung-ho, and you don't have, like... I know what I need to do now.
Let me correct myself. I say sorry a lot when I really mean that sucks, bro.
I need to keep a treant around because I'm confident that he'll benefit from it.
Yeah. Well, the reason I brought up all of those, that interesting medieval estate decor decision is that this looks like a place that definitely has bodies in the wall. Like, definitely. And if it doesn't yet, I mean, they're working on the sculptures, you know? They are working on those memorial...
Bodies are expensive.
Yeah. It's just so...
Think they just grow on trees? No.
You have to use other bodies to make bodies. It's crazy. Crazy.
It sounds really inefficient when you describe it that way.
Yeah, you gotta put at least two together in one spot.
And then some stuff happens. Let's not get into it.
They can do it multiple times though, so it's not as inefficient as you might think. But
hold on, you know what I just realized?
What?
I think one of us was talking about intercourse and the other one was talking about murder. And I'm not sure.
I was talking about reproduction.
I was definitely talking about murder. About how to make I was giving instructions on how to make a corpse, not additional bodies. Well, I mean, bodies in a very different sense.
Oh, how telling this is.
Well...
Why is he poisoned?
I feel like a bad person because of the treant. But this time I'm gonna stand here for a sec and hopefully fix it. Because I've got a little bit of time. And we'll just keep going till we make it through this.
Okay. Here is
Does he have a little heart over his head? Looks like it. Okay.
Okay.
Just so he should be fine for a while now.
All right.
Hooray! Hoorah! I mean, it's funny because he's not bad. Like he's not a chump. He didn't lose to these guys. It was at the end where I was struggling too. You know, if I hadn't gone for that box and that red fairy, you probably would have made it out of there just fine. Because I think that he's supposed to be a royal swordsman type that was that has chosen this life to protect Terra. Like, I think that he might be like a plant of some sort. I'm not sure if it was self-directed or not, you know?
Yeah. Like, maybe he found out and was like, I want to be a bandit so that I can, you know, keep tabs. Whoop. Protect the fam. She doesn't need to know anything about it.
Well, it's just he's way too good to be he can cast sword beams, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think you'll learn that from
Standard
brigandry.
Yeah.
Death to all? Yes, I did it. It's done.
Is it?
We've successfully made more bodies. What is what?
I was confused by something, and I'm no longer confused by it, so it's fine. Whoosh. That thing does cut slice. It slices, it dices. It does a fine julienne. Have your salad in seconds. I don't like that thing's arms. They are very frightening. The lasers on this one are particularly frightening as well, but the arms are worse.
The mechs seem more, I mean, it's probably by design, but the mechs seem more monstrous than a lot of the more organic monsters.
I definitely agree, especially because a lot of the mech designs seem to have these like spindly bits that shouldn't work, and they are also very insect-like in their movements. So that part.
Okay, I've changed my mind. He's a chump after all, because he keeps, after every attack, he keeps running into
Why
it.
would you do that? What a dingus. Just give him his tree. Look, we found a puppy for you. Calm down.
Okay, so let me try this. Oops.
Settle down.
I'm hoping that this goes far enough to hit at least one of the creatures behind it. That's fine, whatever. The dragons, if I'm being perfectly honest, like, they're not that great, because I feel like their advantage, it's they hit in an area. That wasn't too bad. 1 card, 2 enemies.
Yeah.
It's fine. The main thing is I really want to... Oh, this is what I need to do. I need to throw down decoy pillar.
Yes. Yes.
And glory hits in a circle, if I remember correctly. I don't have a great mnemonic for it yet. Although the O in glory might do. That might be enough.
Glory radiates.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is this it? Is this all I needed to do?
This is the big door.
I think it'll open. Let's push together.
With the power of friendship in our shove, we will open this door.
I'm hoping this is about to get subdivided into another level. Because I would like to take a break.
Welcome home, Audrey New. Ah, and the noble soul. How nice to see you again.
Russia New? What are you doing here?
We've been expecting you. Thank you for bringing me the runestone. I'm afraid time is short. Hand over the runestone, if you please.
That's the queen.
What? That belongs to Terra, not you.
Without that runestone, I can't use our most powerful cards. Not with these cheap Kendari replicas. I am the queen. I need that runestone to protect my people.
So delegate if you're the
I'm sure
queen.
you understand, dearest sister. It is I who will defeat the Kandari rebels. I hope you won't mind being our guest for a while. Welcome back to Alanja. Take them to the West Tower.
So that wasn't supposed to be a surprise to Terra, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's not. I don't think that she's shocked that she's royalty. What?
Is that a sheep with too many horns?
It's a weird little sheep that puts people to sleep.
Aww.
That's just nice.
That's adorable.